Good morning, New Canaan High School. I'm Caden Leslie next to Ryan Bell.
And I'm Avery Jakovic alongside Thad Burley.
Coming to you live from the NCTV studio. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that music from Mr. Fick's last orchestra concert, which was yesterday. Today is Wednesday, May 6th, and a day E. And looking around, this is our senior broadcast. We got some great colleges: Syracuse, Illinois, UConn. Thad, is that the University of Patagonia? Never heard of that.
No, it is not. Unfortunately, I do not have any merch yet. I am headed to the University of Vermont next year.
There we go.
So, congrats.
Nice. You guys, can we believe that we have less than 2 weeks before senior internships start and prom?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, especially since this is our very last broadcast for NCTV.
It definitely felt like this year flew by, and it's been an amazing experience getting to be a part of NCTV this year.
Absolutely. It's something I won't forget anytime soon.
Before we get too sentimental, we have a lot to cover on today's broadcast. Between all the senior-related news, AP testing, and a recently packed schedule for the music department, we better get into it.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot, but before all that, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First off, AP exams are officially in session. They started this week and continue next week as well, ending Friday, May 15th, with 2 tests taking place at 2 times during the school day. The first exam session starts at 8 a.m., with the second session starting at 12 p.m. Students are expected to be on time and know they are still expected to be going to classes before and after their exams. Good luck to all students who are taking AP exams. We know you're going to crush it.
On a less stressful note, what was once the all-school picnic has been completely reimagined by the Rambassadors as the NCHS Spring Games, scheduled for May 18th. This springtime celebration is all about connection and friendly competition. There will still be plenty of classic favorites, which means, yes, the dunk tank is here to stay. There will be a new adrenaline rush obstacle course along with other tasks and challenges such as a 3-legged race, math brain teasers, and many more. Teams of 8 students and 2 staff members may compete, so students and staff should be on the lookout for information about signing up. The NCHS Spring Games are set to bring the entire school community together for a day that's spirited, memorable, and fun. They're also looking for more teachers for the dunk tank this year. If you are a teacher, be sure to check your email for the sign-up form sent by Mrs. Donnellan. Seniors, you have your last mandatory senior internship meeting in the morning, but don't worry, because it'll be over before the NCHS Spring Games start. So we're excited to see you all there.
Yeah, whether you've been down there once a week since coming here or once or twice in your entire time at NCHS, we can all agree how important the school nurses are to our ecosystem. That's why NCTV is very excited to share that this week is Nurses Appreciation Week. NCTV's Lucas Has a Party visited our nurses and found out about some of the special talents that they have.
So what is your name?
Hi, my name is Betsy Imbrogno.
Teresa McIntosh.
Hi, I'm Kim McNamara, one of the school nurses here.
One fun fact is 2 of my 4 kids are actually going into nursing, so I am officially passing the torch to them and very proud of them.
Fun fact about me is that I bake all of my own bread at home.
I grew up in the great state of Maine, and I know the state of Maine song and the 16 counties song for the state of Maine, and anybody who wants to learn it can come right here and I'll teach it to them.
And the reason that I became a nurse is because I was very inspired by a nurse who took care of me, and I realized that I wanted to do the same thing and help take care of others.
I went into nursing because I enjoy taking care of people and getting to know people, especially this awesome age group.
I guess I like people. I like learning about the human body and trying to make people feel comfortable so they can do their best in their life. And I'm certainly happy to do that here at New Canaan High School.
Quiet on set. Nurses do so much for our school community, so if you have time, stop by and say thank you for all they do for us.
That they do, Caden. Seniors, don't forget that prom is coming up soon. We know a lot of you are very excited, but don't forget to buy your tickets.
Yeah, I've got my ticket. How about you, Avery?
I got mine last week. For all those who haven't, though, be sure to buy tickets on My School Bucks before this Friday, May 8th. You all should have submitted your table groups using the form emailed by Ms. Cognetta, and if you haven't, be sure to reach out to Ms. Shadler or Mr. LeDuc. And remember, prom is May 15th at 7 p.m. at the DoubleTree by Hilton in Stamford.
On the topic of seniors, our senior class is certainly leaving their mark in a creative way right here at the high school. A colorful display of talent is now available to see in the front of the school by the lobby, where seniors get to show their artwork and portfolios. The show features a wide range of pieces and creativity that highlights the hard work our seniors have put in throughout the year. From paintings and drawings to mixed media projects, each portfolio tells the story of a student's artistic journey. The artwork will remain on display in the lobby through June 5th, giving everyone plenty of time to stop by and take a look.
One last senior announcement. As we said before, the senior internship program officially kicks off on Tuesday, May 19th after a final mandatory workshop in the Wagner Room on Monday. Seniors with last names K through Z will attend from 8:45 to 9:45 a.m., and students with last names A through J will attend from 9:45 to 10:45 a.m. Seniors will be getting real-world experience in a wide variety of fields, including marketing, healthcare, education, automotive, business, and more. Remember, seniors, you are required to submit weekly journal entries and time logs to reflect on your experiences. The program will wrap up with a senior internship reception for all participating seniors on June 12th from 11 to 11:30 a.m. in the auditorium following graduation rehearsal.
Last week was really concert central here at NCHS. To start off on Tuesday, we had the orchestra concert, which was a very powerful night. It was especially important, as already said, it was Mr. Fick's last concert here at the high school. His reign here has lasted very long, as he has been working here for 20 years. His hard work and dedication has led to several successful concerts, and his work will not be forgotten. NCTV's Thomas Sullivan spoke to Mr. Fix about his career here at the high school, as well as his musical brilliance before coming here, and all the famous colleges that he's performed with.
I think it was probably my parents that got me into music. My father was a musician. He was a professional musician. And although I think it was my mom that took me to the lessons and kind of made it work in a sense. So, and teaching kind of followed. I always
to be fixed?
wanted to perform mostly. I didn't really think about teaching until later. And so that aspect of music kind of entered my life later. Leonard Bernstein, Frank Sinatra, Beck, Dionne Warwick, Sammy Davis Jr. Yeah, I've had quite a few. I'd have to really think about that more, but that's enough, right? There have been a lot of really good concerts. I would think that the one that we did on last Tuesday, was a pretty great concert.
Thank you so much, Mr. Fix, for your time here. After that night on Thursday, we had the band concert, which was yet another way to close off the students' hard work for the year. Along with both concerts, both the groups celebrated their seniors by showcasing their work with others. That's not all, though. The choir has their spring concert tonight, so make sure to stop by and see this fun event. If you're not able to make it, NCTV will be there recording live.
That's not all for the music department. Last Saturday, the NCHS music department had their trip to Six Flags. This thrilling day allowed students to perform against other schools and enjoy exploring Six Flags' Great Adventure. To start the day, all three groups performed in front of judges competing against other schools' ensembles. Their hard work paid off with some impressive results. The choir earned third place, and the band and orchestra took home the honor of first place. Congratulations to all who performed, and good luck on the rest of the year.
Last week was NCHS Safe Driving Week, a week-long event to help students understand the importance of driving safely. It included an assembly with Steve Empt, ex-UConn basketball player and currently one of the best American ice curlers who has competed in the Paralympics 3 times. He talked about his journey of becoming an aspiring basketball player, but how one night drunk driving left him paralyzed for life. The week also featured safe driving posters, interactive activities, along with banners that have been posted outside of the roads. Finally, on Friday, the NCHS Theater Department and first responders reenacted a car crash and rescue. Emergency services did their best job making sure all students could see what was happening. They even brought out the saw to cut off the doors, handcuffs, and sobriety tests. Special thanks to all the parents who helped organize the event, Officer Gibson, and of course, our amazing first responders.
And Caden, something else that's scary, passwords and having to remember them.
Yeah, Avery, word is every student has to change their password soon.
That's right. Next week on May 20th, the district will reset all passwords, so every student will have to change their password to something entirely new. The new rules are pretty simple. Your password will need to be at least 15 characters long and include a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols. So long, password 123. It was a good run.
Yeah, I mean, with those emails going out, got to change those passwords. The English department held its annual Poetry Fest 2 weeks ago. More than 60 students submitted poems for the open mic event, showcasing remarkable talent. Among all these students, 4 standout poets earned recognition for their work. Freshman Olivia Sprosta took Best Performance by a Poem for Cradle the Baby. Junior Sebastian Liam Gonzalez won Most Artful Use of Language for Do Things Seem As They Are. Junior Emma Greenhut captured Best Use of Imagery with Plunk. And this year's top honor, Best Poem, went to Gus Leffers for his work titled Molded. Here's a short clip of Gus's poem.
My dog Bean is a pathetic little thing, salivating and begging in our kitchen, a tiny, floppy-eared, fat-bellied, furry little scrap. He got here through the long hand of humanity, gene stacked on gene, and with the way he barks, he must believe himself the wolf he comes from. But he's a soft thing, heart downsized, fur thinned, nose rounded, and wet out in the lawn. He's built for the world he lives in, manicured and proper. It seems we have made ourselves a little softer, too.
Caden, did you realize that Mother's Day is this weekend? If you need a gift, the FCCLA is hosting a drawing with some incredible gifts that you can win for your mom or yourself in the cafeteria today and Thursday. Be sure to stop down and buy a ticket for a chance to win.
And noted, thanks for the reminder. There have been so many amazing things going on around NCHS recently.
I agree, Caden, and I hear things have been just as great on the field as we continue through the spring season. For more on that, we have Ryan Bell on sports for the last time. Ryan?
Thanks, Avery. You know, it's pretty crazy that this is my last time on a broadcast, but as they say, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. With that being said, I'm Ryan Bell, and this is your Ram Sports Report. Girls lacrosse is looking to maintain their high standards this season, currently holding a 6-5 record after opening with a tough stretch of games. They faced strong competition early, including Nyack, Wilton, St. Anthony's, and Darien, with another matchup against Ridgefield tomorrow, 4 p.m. at Dunning Stadium. Despite the challenge, the team is focused on improving and growing with each game. Senior captains Ashton Pinkernell, Izzy Janiga, and Larkin Celebrity have led the way, setting the tone with strong leadership on and off the field. Freshman Lauren Christofoli has also stood out on attack, stepping up early and making an impact. With a mix of experienced leaders and young talent, the team is continuing to build chemistry and push towards a stronger position for the rest of the season. The boys volleyball team are absolutely on fire, pushing their undefeated streak to a perfect 11-0. Last night, they handled business on the road with a 3-0 score and a shutout game against West Hill, proving once again why they are the team to beat in the FCIAC. But the real test is just around the corner. Tomorrow, the Rams head into enemy territory for a high-stakes showdown against their rivals, the Darien Blue Wave. With both teams currently at the top of the division, this is the match everyone has been waiting for. Boys lacrosse has been on a tear recently, defeating Fairfield Prep this past Thursday and Darien this past Saturday, improving their overall record to 8-2. With their 2 losses to Chaminade and Staples, the boys were hungry to get back in the win column. It started this past Thursday on the campus of Fairfield University at Raftery Stadium. The boys came out hot in the first half, outscoring the Jesuits 5-1 in the mild rain. The Jesuits started creeping back, but ultimately the Rams pulled it out thanks to a Gray Wildman open net goal to seal the deal. The boys were back in action on Saturday against their arch rivals, the Darien Blue Wave, and NCTV was there, so let's roll the tape. This was a big game, number 1 Darien and number 3 New Canaan coming to this one. It was a packed house at Dunning Stadium, and you best believe that this game was going to deliver. Start out early in the first quarter. Who else but Gray Wildman to give the Rams a 1-0 lead? The star sophomore has been doing it all year for New Canaan. Fast forward a bit ahead, look at the shot there from the senior captain, Finn Roeder. That's 2-0 for the Rams early on in the first. Continued up late now into the second quarter, 7-3 lead for the Rams. It's Wildman to the junior, Matt Reed. Matt Reed had a day. That gives the Rams an 8-3 lead there, and they showed no signs of stopping. You see the halftime score, 8-4 in favor of the Rams. Jump ahead a bit, start out the second half, and who else again but Gray Wildman. That's the 9th goal for the Rams. And then Matt Reed, this was one of 5 assists on the day for Reed, that to the senior captain, Brady Mazabris, and giving the Rams a huge lead there. Darien cut into it a little late, trying to get some late goals, but it was just a little too late. They get one more to make it 13-8. Maybe it's last goal win somewhere. Not in the FCAC though, and New Canaan takes that one 13-8. Now number 2 in the state, and they have some big games coming up. The boys have 2 more away games this week as they'll face Ridgefield at Tiger Hollow Stadium tomorrow at 6 p.m., along with the Upper Arlington Golden Bears from Ohio at the University of Pennsylvania's Franklin Field on Saturday at 2 p.m. Good luck the rest of this week, guys. The New Canaan girls golf team has had a shaky start to the season so far, holding a record of 2-4 through hard-fought performances across their matches. This past Wednesday, they faced Staples and earned a win, continuing their solid run. The girls faced Darien yesterday at Weeburn, resulting in an unfortunate 182-191 loss. The team now turns its attention to upcoming matches against Fairfield Ward tonight and Ridgefield tomorrow, looking to build on that momentum. Girls tennis is looking to build strong momentum this season, currently holding a 10-3 record after a competitive early stretch. They have faced strong opponents, including Wilton, earning some really hard-fought wins and using those matches to grow and adjust as a team. A key leader for the squad has been standout player and Dartmouth commit Leah Zhang, who has anchored the team with consistent performances and strong play in big moments. They played Darien on Monday, April 27th, winning 5-2, and followed it up with another strong 5-2 victory over Ridgefield last night, carrying that momentum forward as they look to build on their success in upcoming matches. After a narrow 6-1 win to Trumbull this last Monday and 7-0 win against Ridgefield yesterday, the boys tennis team are looking to end the season undefeated as the boys are currently 14-0. A standout performer who has recently been dominating the FCAC is senior Rowan Ritchie Elliott. This is Rowan's first year playing doubles, and he has been killing it, winning 6-0, 6-0 with sophomore Jake Lee on Monday, while winning last night during senior night in singles 6-0, 6-0, and is currently undefeated on the season so far. Star senior Julian Doshi has been out for most of the season due to an elbow and knee injury, but is looking to come back strong for FCACs and states. This season has been monumental for the boys as they look to take it to Danbury tomorrow to end their regular season at a perfect 15-0, so good luck, boys. Now, time for some quick hits. Girls track and field have been competing at the highest level this season. They are currently undefeated with a record of 4-0. Yesterday, the girls won against St. Joe's 115-35. They now turn their attention to Ward next Tuesday for senior night. Boys track and field currently sit at 4-0 and are in the midst of a historic season. Recent key performances are headlined by senior captain Ryan Monahan, who won the 1600 at the Middletown Varsity Invitational last Saturday, running 4 minutes and 19 seconds. The team now looks ahead to the Lux games this weekend. Boys baseball is continuing to have a strong season, jumping out to an impressive 10-4 record. Yesterday, the boys had an electric win over in Darien against the Blue Wave, coming alive late to win 7-2 in extra innings. They look to keep this momentum going against the Vikings of West Hill this Friday. Softball is on a roll as the girls have won 5 matchups by 6 runs or more this season. They sit at 8-3 and have a key matchup against rival Darien today, so go cheer them on as they storm to victory. Well, that's all we have for sports. Good luck to all athletes competing for the rest of the spring, and bring home a couple more trophies for the Rams. Caden and Avery, I'm excited for the new guy on weather. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Belle. I cannot wait for the rest of the spring season, and I'm even more excited to hopefully see the sun for the rest of the week. To tell us more, we have, am I getting this right? The Thad Burley on camera for the first and last time. Thad, how's it looking?
Yeah, it's looking great, Avery. I'm super excited to be on. Well, folks, I hope you all soaked up that recent sunshine because I've got some not so great news coming for you the rest of the week. And if you've been out there tossing the hacky sack around, you might want to enjoy it while it lasts. My name is Thad Burley, bringing you this week's weather report. Starting today, we're looking at a rainy one, so you might want to grab that umbrella when you leave the building. Highs only climb to the 60s with lows dipping down to the 50s. Not exactly the weather you want for being outside. Thursday doesn't get much better as we're looking at a cloudy one with only a high in the 60s and lows in the 40s. Be sure to bundle up if you're heading out in the evening. Now, Friday does give us a little glimmer of hope as we'll see some sunshine peek back through. Highs in the 60s, low in the 40s. Still cool, but hey, at least the sun is starting to show its face. Heading into the weekend, don't get too comfortable. Saturday brings the rain right back with highs of 57 and lows of 48. And Sunday stays cloudy with highs in the 70s and lows in the 40s. A little warmer, but still not quite beach weather, which I know we're all eager for. It's been an awesome run of some great weather lately, but Mother Nature is starting to put the foot down here for a little longer in early May. That's all for me, and I'd like to personally thank Roman Cebulski and the entire NCTV team for an awesome couple of years. I'll never forget it. Caden, Avery, back to you guys at the desk.
Yeah, thank you, Thad. Sounds like we can keep enjoying the spring weather for the rest of this week. With summer right around the corner, the weather is really starting to shape up.
While you're enjoying the warm weather, please make sure to follow us on X at NCTV78 and subscribe to our YouTube channel, also at NCTV78.
Yeah, we'd also like to wish a very happy birthday to Petey Zwick, Rian Ragavan, and Louisa Carter. Hope you guys all have an amazing day.
And please do not forget that this weekend is Mother's Day. And we now leave you with the band's performance of a Disneyland celebration from their concert last week, featuring yours truly.
Have a great rest of your week, NCHS.